Time now to head in the kitchen. Today's In the Kitchen is sponsored by Well, and we are in the kitchen with owner and CEO Caroline Fornshell. Welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show.
Hey, I'm glad to be here, and I'm so glad you wore your party dress today because we are getting ready for the holidays.
We're getting festive in here. What are you crafting up?
Okay, well today we get to work on mocktails. Mocktails, this means that it's kind of a mockery of the cocktail, right?
Yeah.
But in the best possible way. I think that really mocktails can be a health food, you know,
for sure.
really, you know, and sometimes you see that they're extremely sugary, or, you know, they could be, you know, sorry. Where do you want me?
Right here. So they could be sugary, or they could be spicy, but they can also be healthy too.
Totally, thank you. So instead of, you know, having so much alcohol during the holidays this year, or so much sugar during the holidays this year, we want to just cut back on both of those, offer a healthy alternative, and really customize that healthy alternative to meet your wellness needs. So from that standpoint, we can look at, you know, our first one, which I like to call Rest and Digest. This is a combination of healthy foods or healthy drinks here and supplements that'll allow your body to just kind of calm down, activating that parasympathetic nervous system so that you can absorb and utilize nutrients better.
So this isn't just like a sugary mocktail. This is something that's going to be good for you as well.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to go ahead and use a just club soda and start pouring quite a bit into the glass here. We're going to mix up a couple ingredients to make this club soda come alive. So to start out, I've got some ginger root, okay? So using fresh is always going to be best. I mean, you know, but especially when you're doing a mocktail.
So much flavor there.
So much flavor. So that's why I was asking, do you like it spicy or do you like it sweet? You know, because
I'll take either.
Either one. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of this ginger, and I'm going to just put it into here. We're going to mix it up like the hippie shake. Remember that old Tom Cruise with the thing? So from that standpoint, I'm going to go ahead and squeeze quite a bit of lime in here. And then I'm going to give you another one. I like to have a little bit of a zinger. That ginger is really supportive of digestion and can be anti-inflammatory as well. So incorporating some ginger is really good. Now, if we just had lime and we just had ginger, it would be pretty tart and sour, right? So we're going to add a little bit of pineapple juice. Just 2 ounces. This should actually give us about 4 drinks, so it'd be about a half of an ounce each per drink. And then 2 ounces total apple cider. Apple cider and the pineapple are really there, and there are kind of flavors. You could always argue that yes, there's lots of you know, nutrients in pineapple, etc. too. Like bromelain is really good for an anti-inflammatory. It's not exactly enough to be a therapeutic dose, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put a little vinegar in it. Okay. Oh, I know. Tara looked a little nervous.
I trust you though. It's all going to come together.
It's all going to come together.
So what's the benefit of adding that?
This can act as a prebiotic. So, you know, really, if we're adding a couple of digestion encouragers here, to not just be a, you know, a festive drink, but also to really kind of give you a little bit of an edge to make sure that you feel like you are able to utilize all the nutrients. And bitter does the same thing. So I'm going to give you a little dash of bitters.
And I want to point out real quick while you're doing this, we've got a code up on the screen. If you want to grab your smartphone and point it at the code on your screen, Lee's going to pop with a lot more information on Well and all that you do.
It's great for digestion. It really stimulates a lot of gastric juices. Ashwagandha is another root. It's been used in India for, you know, hundreds of years, and so that's where our rest part comes from. It is it's really helpful in reducing cortisol.
I've heard a lot about cortisol lately. If you're getting up in the middle of the night, or a lot of these symptoms that a lot of folks are feeling is tied to cortisol.
You are right. It is kind of like the hormone du jour, and so knowing a little bit about it can help us uncover some of your weight loss secrets, you know, and that's where we're going to get into, I think, on the next segment. But in the meantime, bon appetit.
All right, so we're going to give these a try, and we'll catch you in the next segment and learn more.
I feel like we need to cheers, but it looks dangerous.
Thanks, Caroline. Let's head back in the kitchen. Today's In the Kitchen is sponsored by Well, and we are back with owner and CEO Caroline Bornshell making up some more mocktails. You were busy during the last break. What'd you create?
I did. I went ahead and made the next one for us so that we could do a taste compare. This one's not as sweet. This is the spicy chiller.
Okay.
And so cheers to you.
Cheers.
Kicking off the holidays. This one is got a hibiscus tea as the base.
So what are the health benefits?
But they can simply be supportive for individuals who are looking enhance their circulation or improve their inflammation at the very least. So from that standpoint, I've also mixed it with a little bit of hot honey just to give a little bit of an edge there, as well as some additional citrus in this one. So from that standpoint, though, what we're doing today is really just highlighting these kind of groupings. Each beverage really represents a strategy to support wellness for certain symptoms. You know, for example, we have our menopause over here, which incorporates a couple of supplements to help improve symptoms of menopause. We already talked about the rest and digest for individuals who might be a little stressed out, but also not digesting the way they want to be. You know, this one instead is a little bit more of a, more of what we would think of as an anti-inflammatory type of a drink. And so what we've tried to do is put these groupings together to help people understand that, you know, they kind of fit a mold, really. You know, we work a lot with weight loss, for example, and Well has a large team of registered dietitians. We actually take Medicare and Medicaid, amongst other things, but we also have functional medicine providers, and in order to do that, we work in synergy with primary care physicians and endocrinologists all over the area to help support wellness goals. To do that, though, you know, recognizing that we have a cumulative knowledge to help us try to really kind of categorize weight gainers. This helps us.
The root cause.
Yeah, buddy. So from the root cause, we're able to then address that. This is one of many tools that we use. The recipes are all online, as well as a whole list of archetypes. Identify your archetype, identify your mocktail, and let us know what you think, because we are excited to spread the word and have fun doing it.
Yeah, a drink that makes you feel better instead of something that gives you a hangover the next day.
Right, right. Yeah, the holidays are amongst us. It's also season. So while a lot of individuals might be preparing a lot of heavy baked goods and things like that, sometimes to shift sort of the effort into something really healthful and small, you're still really creating a wow for your guests while keeping it healthy.
Absolutely. So how does someone take advantage of the services that Well has to offer and figure out what is going on? By the way, we've got a QR code we're going to pop up if you want to pull out your phone to get more information. Scan it right there. A link's going to pop up with plenty more information for you to find.
Absolutely. That QR code is going to link you right to your archetypes, and you can start trying to find the recipe that might match your needs the best. That's one way Well works with individuals. So we're also doing lots of one-on-ones as registered dietitians, and we're always available to the community. We've been here for 11 years providing that one-on-one service, as well as diabetes education, but you know, creating these types of programs where we're able to help people who like to kind of DIY their program a little bit, maybe with our guidance or maybe on their own. We've created those archetypes so that you can now feel empowered to start kind of investigating ways to support your health in this way.
And make it a long-lasting effect as well. That's what I love about the way that your program is working.
Thanks so much for saying that. Yes, okay, because if you identify the root cause of your weight gain, you can fix it so that no matter how you lose weight, it'll come off, but now it'll stay off.
Maintaining.
Right, you know, that's always the name of the game, especially in this day and age with so many different weight loss medications to choose from. So in order to find the root cause of your weight gain, fix it, we'll lose the weight, keep it off forever. All
right, love it. Thanks so much for joining us on HRS.
Thanks for having me.
Again, this In the Kitchen segment is sponsored by Well. They offer in-person and telehealth appointments. They're located at 1309 Jamestown Road, Unit 102 in Williamsburg. Give them a call, 757-585-3441, or visit them online at lwell.com. You can also follow them on social media right there on your screen. Thank you to all of this information over at thehamptonroadshow.com.